Hi everyone, I am Payal and in today's class we will be learning about Mozart. We will be focusing on the various strategies involved in Mozart. So to start with, let's begin by motivating why do we perform Mozart and how to perform it. So talking about Mozart, what is Mozart? Mozart is nothing but it is a recursive algorithm. By recursion, what I mean to say is it calls the same function again and again. So it is based on the divide and conquer strategy. So it is going to use these two steps in implementing the sorting process. Now, why is it so important? Because it is based on this principle which states that sorting of a smaller list is anytime better than sorting of a larger list. And similarly, merging of a smaller list is better than merging of a larger list. So this is the true motive behind Mozart. I will try to explain this with the help of an example. So let's suppose that we have this list and we want to sort it. Now I'm a computer scientist, so sorting is going to be a real pain. So what I do is I take the first half of this list and I divide it unless and until I get the single element. So as you can see, I have taken the first half of this list, then I have again divided it. I have again divided it unless and until I get the single element. So once I get a single element, I stop and I start putting them back from then to form a larger sublist. So as you can see here, we have stopped here and then we have started putting them back together to form a pair of these elements and then finally a four of these elements. As we noticed in Mozart, in the beginning, we are dividing this list into smaller lists and then we are splitting it up here, unless and until we get a single element. So the most of the work in Mozart is performed by the merging process. The merging process makes the comparisons. As we can see here, while merging these two elements, we compared 2 and 40. As we know that 2 is less than 40, so we placed it before 40. Similarly, on the right hand side, we compared 4 and 10, and 4 is less than 10, so we placed it before 10. After that, we compared these two and formed a list of 4 elements. The list of 4 elements is formed here. Now it says that with the help of Mozart, we are going to reduce the number of comparisons required, which is completely right. How? As while merging these two sublists, we know that we compared 2 with 4, 4 with 10, but we did not compare 2 with 10, which eventually reduced the number of comparisons in order to form a sorted list. We repeat this process on the right hand side to get a sorted list here. So we finally get the sorted list from the given list. So this was the basic process of Mozart. We have seen the divide step, the combine step, and the recursion. Recursion is nothing but calling the divide and the combine steps again and again. So recursion is used in Mozart and therefore it is called as a recursive algorithm. So talking about the complexities of Mozart, as it reduces the number of comparisons required, so therefore the complexity is better than the other algorithms. The complexity of Mozart is reduced and it is theta of n log n. So it compares the n elements with the half of the other elements and not with all of the other elements. So that is the true motive and the importance of learning Mozart, because the complexity is fairly less than the other sorting algorithms. Therefore, it is a stable algorithm and it is preferred in most of the cases. Now let's move on to study the pseudocode implementation of Mozart. This is the pseudocode implementation of Mozart, which is very easy to understand and it is also interesting. All what we have to do is we have to sort the left side of the list, we have to sort the right side of the list, and we have to finally merge them back together. As we have seen that most of the work is done by the merging step, so we have to perform the merging step efficiently in Mozart algorithm. This is the pseudocode and I would encourage you guys to perform the actual code implementation and submit your answers in the next class. We will be discussing about the correct implementation in the next class. I hope you all guys liked today's lecture. So we will be focusing on the answers in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.